this week is going to be a crazy week for the broader markets and especially Tesla, because on Thursday we have the Cybertruck delivery event. Now, Gary Black has his opinion on where pricing is going to be for the Cybertruck, or where it should be, and there is a lot of people that are kind of arguing under his post, or a lot of non-agreement out there, I guess you could say. And I want to highlight that and what that ultimately could mean for Tesla stock. Do I think this week is going to be a good week or a bad week? Well, we need to get into this video and you will find out. We're going to talk about the earnings, the economic data, Tesla stock, and everything you need to know as a Tesla stock investor for this upcoming week. So hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. Let me know if there was something I missed that should have been in this video down below in the comment section. So first things first, this Thursday, we are going to get the Cybertruck delivery event. Now, the biggest catalyst around the Cybertruck delivery event itself is likely pricing. And this is where it's very strange right now. There's some people that think the Cybertruck should be priced as low as possible, and there's some people that think the Cybertruck should be way overpriced. Let me know what you think down below. Gary Black took to X and says, funny that usually I'm on the go higher side of Tesla pricing. With Cybertruck, I would argue to not be greedy and go lower. The dual motor at $59,990 and the Tri at $79,990 to get more potential EV customers into the store or website to convince them why they should go EV. I understand Cybertruck has limited capacity, so can sell all it can produce, but want Tesla to take a longer term view of accelerating EV adoption by tapping into a new TAM, total addressable market, for pickup truck buyers, not the ones currently buying EVs. So I personally think the tri-motor Cybertruck is probably going to be around $90,000 or $100,000, around there. And those are probably going to be the ones that get built first. Tesla's not going to build the lowest priced variants first. They're going to build the higher price variants, just like basically every car company has ever done. They start with a higher price product and work down to a lower price product. Tesla's going to be no different. Tesla has 2 million pre-orders for the Cybertruck. They're going to sell the highest price model first. Now, in the short term, I think Gary Black kind of hit it on the head here. In the short term, the higher priced vehicles, well, they're going to be sold anyways, because Tesla just doesn't have the capacity to build as many as we need to, right? 2 million pre-orders. If Tesla can build 100 or 150,000 a year, they're going to sell out year after year after year for a long time before everyone gets their hands on a Cybertruck that currently has a pre-order for one, let alone anyone else that sees it on the street or their buddy gets one or whatnot that wants to place an order. So in the short term, the higher the better for Tesla pricing, because analysts will take that into consideration in their estimates, and that should be very bullish for Tesla stock. Now, a lot of the time Tesla stock sells off after these major events, whether they are earnings, whether it is some kind of like conference or event, Tesla stock usually does sell off. I think this one's going to be a little more exciting, a little bit more bullish, because it's not like there's high hopes or expectations for the Cybertruck. It's not going to take a lot of good news to get a really good reaction from Tesla stock. Elon kind of crushed a lot of Wall Street's hopes and dreams when it came to the Cybertruck on the last earnings call, saying it's going to hurt Tesla's business, hurt Tesla numbers for, a year and a half down the line. Wall Street didn't want to hear that. So I think Wall Street's kind of priced out any good news from the Cybertruck. So any good news that we could get on this event, which the pricing of the Cybertruck alone is going to be news, and hopefully good news, then I think Tesla stock can react aggressively to the upside. After all, when you look at Tesla stock on a technical basis, the stock is bullish, right? In this gap up zone right here between 230 and the 220s, there is a lot of demand that comes in and buys Tesla stock in this range, and I don't think that changes here. Now, if we get to Thursday and the stock is under 230, then it's possible you could see big downside from there, especially if the stock is under the 200-day moving average at $223.11. But I expect the stock is probably going to break out from the 240s into the 250s this week. It wouldn't even surprise me if Tesla was as high as 270 this week after Thursday's delivery event. Also, consider that Tesla is the most shorted stock on our markets with about $18.13 billion worth of short positions currently on the stock. By far the most most shorted single stock out there on our markets today. It's not looking very good if you are a short heading into 2024, as rates are going to be going lower, and as hopefully the economy does continue to hold up, that puts Tesla in a position to win, potentially raise prices, and beat their current estimates for 22% delivery growth. If you have a Cybertruck that is priced on the high end, like 90 or 100,000, that could be a big L for the short sellers. For your options market this week, on the call side, 57.73% of the open interest is calls, 42.27% of the open interest is puts. So there are more calls than puts. People are in general just bullish on Tesla stock. And if you take a look at some of these options trades or really strikes themselves that are the most popular, on the call side, the 235 call is very popular with about 9,200 for open interest. The 240 call has open interest of 16,000. The 260 call open interest of 23,000. 250 call has open interest of 28,000. And the 245 call has open interest of 38,000. So I would target anywhere from 245 to 260 this week, but Tesla can easily overshoot that and make its way to 270, 275 if this event on Thursday is so bullish as I expect it will be. Now, we're also going to have other catalysts out there like economic data and like a speech from Fed Jerome Powell that will also move our markets. It's not just the Cybertruck delivery event that will affect Tesla stock this week. So on Monday, you're going to have Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index at 10:30 in the morning. And a couple bond auctions throughout the day. And then on Tuesday, you are going to have your S&P Case-Shiller home price year over year, month over month, Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index, Richmond Fed Manufacturing Shipments, Richmond Fed Services Index at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Couple Fed speakers, Dallas Fed Services Index, 10:30. A lot of secondary data coming out Monday and Tuesday. I don't expect these data points will have huge reactions on our market, but there is a chance that the markets do react to some of this data. Now, on Wednesday, you're going to get the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter, the second estimate for Q3. That is highlighted in red as a major volatility catalyst. So that is something to be watching for. And then you're going to get a whole lot of revisions across the board. PCE, goods trade balance, retail inventories, PCE prices, real consumer spending, all kinds of different data points. We'll see revisions there. But your big data, coincidentally, comes out on Thursday, and that is your core PCE price index month over month. And you're expecting that at 0.2. Last month was 0.3. So that would be good news. That would be a declining core PCE. That's exactly what you want to see. Now, personal income month over month expected is 0.2. That would be great. That's down from 0.3 last month. Personal spending month over month is expected around 0.2%. That is a little on the low side, but not terrible. If it's still positive, that's showing the economy is at least holding up. People are continuing to spend money, but maybe not at this aggressive red hot pace that we have been used to for many years now. So that is also going to be very important data coming out. And then you're going to get PC price index month over month and year over year as well. Month over month is expected at 0.1%. for October, and your year over year is expected at 3.1%. Those would both be down. That would be good news for equities out there. Lots of Fed speakers on Thursday, and then on Friday, you're going to get Fed Jerome Powell that will be speaking. Big Dog Powell. Hopefully, there's no climate protesters at this event like we have seen for the past couple of them. It's actually highlighted on my X account. Let's go ahead to the profile. I pinned it. Breaking news. Jerome Powell just said, close the effing door. That was on November 9th. So kind of ridiculous. We'll ultimately have to wait and see what happens with that one. But it seems like there's just drama at all of his events that we have seen recently. But if he gives us new information, anything to go off of, stocks will react to that. And then you are going to get ISM manufacturing PMI that does come out at 10 o'clock in the morning as well. And that's going to be like your actual data for Friday. Markets are going to be reacting, especially around Tesla, to the Cybertruck delivery event on Thursday. And then coming on Friday, this could just add to a rally or kind of tampen down a potential rally that we're seeing with Tesla coming on Friday. Now, Tesla's stock continues to be very under-owned by Wall Street. And I've talked about this for the past couple of weeks now, but I think you're in the process of seeing this great shift of capital. This great shift of capital is going to leave things like money market funds, like treasuries, make its way into stocks. But markets participants like hedge funds, institutions, they like to put their money in things that will benefit from whatever's going on at the time, right? Zoom or, pharmaceutical companies working on, Rona vaccines were big in 2020, right? Tech was obviously big. Different things at different times tend to get more capital. Well, companies that are interest rate sensitive that will benefit from rates going lower are going to get more capital. Especially high quality companies that have a direct benefit from rates going lower. There's an indirect benefit and a direct benefit. An indirect benefit would be like a small cap company that has a lot of debt can refinance their debt, issue debt at cheaper levels, right? That's indirectly benefiting from rates going lower. Directly benefiting from rates going lower would be like a Tesla, where 90% of Teslas are financed. Well, that's directly benefiting Tesla because it's going to be cheaper for people to get their hands on Teslas. Tesla could raise prices and keep monthly payments the same. That's a direct benefit to Tesla. And there's no other company that is higher quality than Tesla to put your money in for 2024 that will benefit more than Tesla by rates going lower. Now, take a look at this. This is Tesla. Granite shares 1.75x long Tesla daily ETF. And Tesla Q, which is Tesla Bear Daily ETF. Look at this. Net flows over the past 1,126 days. 7 million net flows to the Tesla Long ETF and $159 million of net inflows to the Tesla Bear ETF. So since October of 2020 through November of 2023, there has been, lots of inflows relative to the bear ETF relative to the bullish ETF for Tesla. And I think that just shows you how underappreciated, underowned, underallocated Tesla is compared to just any old other stock out there. Tesla's highly betted against. And you could see that in, like we talked about, Tesla is the most shorted stock on our markets. And this just shows you, even in ETFs, I mean, the bear ETFs get a lot more inflows than the bull ETFs. I think that changes in 2024. I think the Cybertruck delivery event this Thursday is the first step towards changing that. And I think you could see a whole new Tesla coming here over the next couple of weeks and ultimately next couple of months. The latest AI investor sentiment survey that we got shows investors that are bullish is at 45.3%, neutral investors at 31.1%, and bearish investors at 23.6%. You're starting to get to a very low level of bears out there. Contrarily speaking, this is so good it could start to be seen as negative, especially if the bullish investors continue to increase. You've seen the biggest increase last week from neutral investors, but if those people turn from neutral to bullish, that's where you start to say, hey, are we too extended here? The problem with that is, if you are a bear, is there is a real logical fundamental reason why people are turning bullish. But not everyone is turning bullish. Current retail leveraged open bull/bear positions showing that the SPY is 65% bearish, 35% bullish. The Dow is 75% bearish and 25% bullish. So yeah, there's a lot of bears out there. And the reason why it makes sense to be bullish right now is rates are going to be going lower in 2024. No matter what, you're going to get rate cuts in 2024. Unless inflation were to go crazy here in the next couple of months and just reverse all of the progress that we have seen, I mean, it's just not going to happen. Okay, you're going to get rate cuts, and that is going to be positive for our markets, as we have really been fighting the Fed for 2 years now, and stocks have done this well. Just imagine how well they will do when the Fed is actually cutting rates. Now, this is interesting. The Cybertruck is listed here as trending with 15.1 thousand different posts. I went over the earnings calendar in the last video. You guys can pause this if you would like, or pull this up on your X account. It's from Earnings Whispers. Highly recommend you guys use them. It's free, just over on X. You can download this. You can just pull this up on your phone or whatever to make trades. I currently have a trade on CrowdStrike. If you guys would like to come see that, come trade with us live in real time. I send out all of my alerts. Link down below in the description of this video. This week is really a big week for software. Software itself. Like a Salesforce, and then you have Snowflake, but then you have Okta, CrowdStrike, Zscaler. These are your cybersecurity names. So big software cybersecurity this week, as well as even Marvel, some chips thrown in there, Foot Locker, Dollar Tree, some retail. It's really a mixed bag here as far as different sectors that will be reporting earnings. Even Adele here Thursday and after hours. None of these earnings are going to give the markets the biggest move. Salesforce is probably the one that could move the broader markets if there was a single name here, but there's a lot of different sectors that could move based on these earnings, and that could move our markets. I mean, come on, guys. How are you not excited for the Cybertruck delivery event this Thursday? Look at this line to literally get inside a Tesla showroom to see the Cybertruck. Like, they literally have those black things up to keep the line orderly, just to get inside of the Tesla showroom to see the Cybertruck, just to see it. Wow, that's insane. Honestly, I mean, I think Wall Street has dramatically appreciated the effect, the halo effect this will have on the entire Tesla franchise. Like, legacy OEMs are begging to see something like this, and Tesla is doing it, and the Cybertruck is working as designed. The Cybertruck was designed to be polarizing. It was designed to have this effect. That's why there's no Tesla emblem, logos, or anything on the Cybertruck, at least on the exterior of the vehicle, because it's drawing people's attention. You really don't need a Tesla logo to let people know it's a Tesla product. If they don't know, they'll find out. They'll search, they'll look, they'll find it. Tesla stock purely on the fundamentals overall looks pretty bullish, slightly neutral over the past week and a half or so, kind of trading sideways. There's a lot of demand. There's like a block of demand under 230, or right at about 230, you tend to bounce here. So I think from 230 down to even this 200-day moving average at 223, lots of demand in there. The stock is probably going to find support and bounce if you do find a breakdown. If you find a break up and you get above your 50-day moving average, then your next stop is around 250. And if you get above 250, that's where you're breaking a longer-term downtrending level of resistance. That goes back to all-time highs back here November of 2023 or 2021, we wish, right? November of 2021. And that's where you could see a run into the 300s over the next couple of weeks. I seriously don't think this should be understated here. There's a logical reason why Tesla should be going higher. Look, the Cybertruck is launching this week. Rates are going lower over the foreseeable future. What is there not to be bullish on? Numbers should start to get better from here. Tesla should be able to raise prices from here. That's exciting. And markets trade mostly on optimism than anything else. Earnings have to come through. Hey, yeah, sure. But if rates are going down, I mean, think about it like this. In 2021, why did terrible companies do so well? Companies that were destined for bankruptcy, because people were just optimistic about the future, about the economy, about that specific company, without the company ever posting a single revenue dollar from anything. Lots of companies did well. Lots of companies did that. That's because when rates go down, people get more optimistic. People have a longer term vision. And I think that is what you're about to see play out here for Tesla. I know it's a little bit different than anything you've heard over the past 2 years or seen in the last 2 years, because rates have been going higher. But as rates do go lower, Tesla stock should magically start to outperform. The good thing is here for Tesla stock investors, currently Tesla is priced for bad things in 2024. It's not priced for great news. It's not going to take a lot of good news to get Tesla stock to rally big time. I personally think Tesla should already be in the 300s. So to say Tesla could hit 300 or higher over the next couple of weeks, I don't think is all too outrageous, considering the good news that should be to come. FSD entering into China, potential licensing deal for FSD, King of Mexico. Tesla selling vehicles into India, presumably could be coming by the end of this year as well. So many good things right around the corner that I want to be involved with. And that's why I continue to buy Tesla stock. So let me know what you think. What is your expectation for this week in the Cybertruck delivery event? Do you think it's going to be positive for Tesla stock, or do you think it is going to be negative? Let me know it down below in the comment section. My name is Michael Tyler. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.